Hi everyone, welcome back to another Project Artemis video. I'm Gwen, and I'm going to be showing you one of the new decks from Destined Rivals, Team Rocket's Mewtwo. So the deck revolves around Team Rocket's Mewtwo, but we have a whole lot of Rocket cards that we're going to be talking about, because we haven't seen them before. I want to show you, I'm going to go over them one at a time. So the main attacker of this deck is Rocket's Mewtwo, which has an ability where you can't use it to attack unless you have more than 4 or more Rockets Pokemon in play. And with 3 energy, 2 psychic, and a colorless, it does 160 plus 60 more for each energy you discard from your bench Pokemon, up to 2. So we can do that by using Team Rocket's Spidops, which attaches a basic energy card from your discard pile to this Pokemon once per turn. So once we get 2 of these up, we can power up Team Rocket's Mewtwo with the new Team Rocket's energy, which gives a dark and a psychic as long as it's attached to a Team Rocket's Pokemon. So this technically only needs 2 attachments and then 2 Team Rocket Spidops to do the full 180, or to do the full 280. The Tarantula has 50 HP and has an attack call for 1 grass for 30, which is like pretty important to take care of Bidoof. The 50 HP isn't very great, but against things like Dragapult, but there is a Team Rocket's Articuno, which stops the effects of your opponent's attacks done to Team Rocket's Pokemon. Another attack card in this deck is Team Rocket's Mimikyu, which allows you to copy a opponent's active Terra Pokemon's attack and use it as his attack. So you can copy Dragapult, Charizard, Terrapagos, I guess, if you need to do that damage. And it powers itself up with 1 Team Rocket energy. So very good card here. Another tech inclusion we have in this deck is Team Rocket's Wobbuffet, which for a Psychic and a Colorless moves all the damage counters from one of your bench Team Rocket's Pokemon to your opponent's active Pokemon. So anything that can't one-hit KO a Team Rocket's Mewtwo, you can heal off all the damage and reflect it back pretty much to your opponent's active Pokemon. For the supported lineup, our deck is going to be revolving around Team Rocket's Ariana, which says draw cards until you have 5 in hand. But if you have all Team Rocket's Pokemon in play, you draw up until you have 8 cards in hand. So our trainer lineup is going to be revolving around this card because we need to be able to play out all the cards in our hand and discard as many as possible to get the full value out of this card and draw as many cards as possible. Because as you can see, Team Rocket's Pokemon don't have like an innate draw engine like decks like Dragapult has, so we're going to be relying on the supporter to set up for most of our turns. One of the more powerful cards to come out of this expansion is Team Rocket's Giovanni, which can only be used when you have Team Rocket's Pokemon in play usually. It says switch your active Team Rocket's Pokemon with your bench Team Rocket's Pokemon, and if you do, you can gust up a Pokemon from your opponent's bench. So, reminiscent of Guzma here, but it only works with Team Rocket's Pokemon, like I said. Next supporter we have is Team Rocket's Proton, which searches up to 3 basic Team Rocket's Pokemon and puts them to your hand. The important text with this card is you can use this card even on your first turn, going first. So I think we want to be going first with this deck to set up our guys as fast as possible, get an energy attachment, and hopefully we can get a turn 2 attack, turn 2 or turn 3 attack. But this card's amazing, you can use it on the first turn. The next supporter we have is Team Rocket's Archer. You can play this card only if one of your Team Rocket's Pokemon is knocked out during your opponent's last turn, each player shuffles their hand into their deck. You draw 5 and your opponent draws 3. So basically like a mini unfair stamp. You draw up to 5, they drop to 3 when they take a knockout. For Ultra Ball, you want to be thinning out our hand as much as possible for Team Rocket's Ariana here. Very good to find your evolutions and basic Pokemon, because we will need to be going wide with this deck. You need to have as many Spidops set up as possible for its charging up, and you need a lot of Pokemon in play for its attack as well. I forgot to mention this attack. It's actually very good. Rocket Rush deal 30 times damage for each Team Rocket's Pokemon in play. So when you have a full bench and this in the active, it's 6, which lets us do 360 to Grass Weak Pokemon such as Grimmsnarl, Charizard. Some pretty important. So that's pretty important math to have. The next training card we have is Team Rocket's Receiver, which searches our deck for a support card with Team Rockets in his name and puts it into your hand, which is a great consistency boost for this deck. It pretty much says you have 4 extra supporters of any kind, so you can just find your supporters easily, anyone you want. This Team Rocket's Archer is a one-off, but it's very easily found with Team Rocket's Receiver. It's great to find Proton on turn 1, and anytime you need a Gust, you can just grab Giovanni, or in any other case, we will be playing Ariana to fill up our hand. Team Rocket's Great Ball is the same as Capturing Aroma. Before rotation, you flip a coin. If heads, you search your deck for an evolution Team Rocket's Pokemon, and if tails, you can get a basic Team Rocket's Pokemon. Earthen Vessel to find our basic energies in order to discard and get back with Team Rocket Spidops. Stretchers for recovery. E-Switch. On one of E-Switch to power up our Team Rocket's Mewtwo in one turn via attaching Team Rocket's energy to it, and then energy switching a grass energy from Spidops charging up. Pokegear to even find one of Pokegear to even be more consistent at finding our supporters. We have 2 tools here, 2 lucky helmets. Because we don't have onboard draw, we use this to offset that. When our opponents hit into our active, we get to draw 2 more cards. We're playing the Max Belt Ace spec because Team Rocket's Mewtwo has a damage cap of 280, so you want to use this to hit the stage 2 evolutions in Charizard and Dragapult and even Grimmsnarl. Gardevoir EX for 330 with our Deletion Sphere attack. We're running 4 Team Rocket's Factory Stadium, which once during each player's turn, if that player has used a supporter card with Team Rocket in his name, you can draw 2 cards. So there's a lot of draw power with this deck. I think you can see it's a very aggressive deck. You want to get set up and try to do as much damage as possible with their big beat stick. And with that, I want to get into some games.
Hi folks, Sable here from Project Artemis. I just wanted to take a moment to say thank you to our sponsor Heavy Play for sponsoring the team and showcase off a few of their wonderful products that they make. Starting off, we have their deck box RFG Max. This is a wonderful little magnetic deck box, flip alcove with a picture display for you to showcase your favorite card. We also have their Dice Box RFG. What's nice about this is it magnetizes to itself, so that is not moving. You don't have to worry about like accidentally knocking over your dice tray or anything. It also magnetizes to deck box. Their full system is entirely magnetic, so you can dice box to dice box, deck box to deck box, deck box to dice box here. And even going one step further, they have a foldable magnetized playmat. So instead of rolling things up, this folds up nice and flat. You can throw it in your backpack real easy. And then your dice box also will magnetize to it. Keep your dice box on there. Keep it on your playmat nice and flat there in the corner. And that thing is not moving. Once again, we just want to say thank you to Heavy Play. If you're interested in any of the products seen here, please go to heavyplay.com/Artemis or use code Artemis at checkout for 10% off your order. They have red, blue, black, white, gray, green, purple, a whole bevy of colors in their entire suite for you to use to your heart's content. We really do recommend you checking out their product. Anyway, back to the video.
Okay, welcome back to the gameplay portion of the video. I think we are against Dragapult. This matchup seems kind of good for Team Rockets because you have that Articuno that prevents bench damage, which means Dragapult is only going to be doing 200 to the active and nothing else. So that'll save our little 50 HP guys. I hit the Pokegear and it gave me out Team Rocket's Proton, which is amazing on turn 1 because you can play it on your first turn, grabbing 3 Pokemon. Deciding what to grab here. Maybe just a Tarantula, but I don't think we need 4, so I'm thinking about the last one here. I think the board. I think Tarantula would be good, but I think I grabbed something else. Yeah, I grabbed a Mewtwo instead. Oh no, I decided to grab a Mimikyu to see how it is in the matchup. It seems quite good actually, being able to copy their fan revive. I just do a full bench because the Team Rocket's Articuno will protect everything on my bench from being sniped by Fan Knife. So we are playing against the Destined build, which I think will be a lot better in the Destined Rivals format. Because of the effect of Grimmsnarl in the meta, it's pretty hard to play the straight pulp build now because I think it auto loses to Grimmsnarl. We have a pretty great hand. Oh, I tried to Earthen Vessel under Redo. Can't do that. Can't play any items. So, but we have a great hand here. We can play down 2 cards and then use Team Rocket's Ariana to draw up to 8 cards. Thinking about what to evolve here, I think I evolved the bench one because the Spidos has 2 retreat, so it's a little harder to get on the active if I evolve it. Unfortunately, we don't have any grass energy, so I'm just gonna attach a Team Rocket's energy to my Mewtwo. Draw 2 more cards with Team Rocket's Factory. I probably should have waited to attach. Because I can just maybe knock out. I had the option of knocking out the Badoo if I drew a grass energy. So definitely always draw your cards before you decide what to do. Like draw all your cards first and then you can decide what you want to do. What do you want to accomplish during your turn? Get Iono out of my hand here. Draw to 2 more grass energy. Which is great. So we definitely want them to get in the discard. We can't use our Team Rocket's radar because we're probably going to get Bedewed here. So I think I'm probably looking to kill the Bedew with the Tarantula attack here. And it doesn't look like I have much going for me during my turn, but I think we are able to kill this Bedew. I do go for the attack, and then go for the takedown for my turn. They instantly evolved a Dragapult with an energy and a Dusclops. Can I own it again and draw into max spell, energy, Earthen Vessel? So, no supporter, but our hand's looking pretty amazing. The thing to note is, I don't really have a Rocket's Mewtwo attack, because I needed multiple attachments. Like, I can't... Well, I can attach a Grass Energy to Mewtwo, and then charging up if they kill this active, but it's not going to kill the active Dragapult, right? Because I need to discard 2 extra energies from my bench in order to do the max damage. So let's see what I do here. I think they're still thinking about attacking. Attacking here seems kind of bad for them because they can't get any spread damage. This Team Rocket's Articuno card is so good against Dragapult. Having a 1-card attack that pretty much nullifies Dragapult damage. But what I fail to consider is you can hit evolved Pokemon, because Team Rocket's Articuno only prevents damage to Team Rocket's basic Pokemon. Thinking about my turn here, I realize I can't get the attack, so I'm just thinking about what is the best option from here. And I think I'm eyeing up the Mimikyu attack. Definitely taking some time to think about this. I think I was trying to read Team Rocket's Mewtwo here to make sure I can't get the attack off, or I can't get the full damage without discarding 2 energy. I think it's definitely more correct to go for the Mimikyu attack here. Just because we're pushing up a 1-prizer, which is like pretty annoying for them to deal with, and we can copy Phantom Dive with just a basic and an energy. Seems pretty great. I go for the Rockets Great Ball. Fail to hit heads, which is what I wanted to get another Spite Ups on board. Get rid of the Wobbuffet because I'm not really looking to use that attack right now. We're probably going to be trying to hit with a Rocket's Mewtwo after our Mimikyu goes down. Go for the charging up. No reason not to use it. Then I think I'm going to go for the Phantom Dive here. Probably... I was going to say, probably attach the Max Spot as well. But I'm just going to go for a Phantom Dive, killing the Duskull on the bench. Taking another prize and damaging the Dragapult for 200. Seems pretty good. I think this Team Rocket's Mimikyu card is like very underrated. See, because it's such a strong attacker for 1 energy, and it has a free retreat as well. 60 HP isn't great, but it doesn't matter when you have Articuno up on the board. So, kind of tough situation for them, because they kind of have to hit into this Mimikyu, or it's gonna just gonna keep on doing Phantom Dives. gonna go for the island. Countercatcher and Defiance Band. They go after my Rockets Mewtwo. Probably spread 60 more on the R Sped Ups because they pop their Dusclops as well. On my Mewtwo. And the Defiance Band is gonna allow them to kill it off for its hitting 230 damage plus 50 from the Dusclops. Pretty good turn from them. But we still have our Mimikyu, and I think we're gonna take another prize with Phantom Dive here. We drew some Rockets Pokemon, so we can some Rockets supporters, so we can use Proton here and grab 2 more basics. Try to power up another Mewtwo. Draw more cards with Team Rocket Stadium. Deck's doing pretty much exactly what I wanted to do right now. Then I'm gonna Ultra Ball away to Grass, I believe. Checking my discard. No, I don't do it. I don't do it to Grass. I do 1 Grass in that. Because I do need 2 attachments to the Mewtwo to get it going. Do charging up on the healthy one, because the one with 120 HP is probably gonna die on the next turn. And just hit him with another Gemstone Hunt and copying Phantom Dive for the KO. This red damage doesn't matter much, but I think it's probably optimal to do 30-30. And that's exactly what I go for. So only 1 prize left. It's pretty much checkmate on for me, because I have a Mewtwo with a max spell on the bench. I just need to draw an energy on the next turn if I get disrupted. And my opponent only has Dreepies on the board. But definitely Iono for them is quite good. Because I do still need to hit another energy to attack here. Yep, so they're gonna go for the Blood Moon as their attacker of choice. Ooh, CC. Yep, that makes sense. CC on the Swinops. So it's harder for me to get max damage. And then I get hit with the Iota to 1. Very luckily for me, I drew the energy I need. So I think I can power up my Mewtwo and then go for the 280 attack for the last prize of the game. Because Spot-Ups will get me another energy, and also I have 2 energy on my Mimikyu technically that I can discard for the attack as well. So that's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna charge up, attach to my active, and then do the 280 required to knock out this Blood Moon Ursaluna. Alright, and that's game 1. In the bag. Not a pretty easy game on my part. But I think Dragapult is a pretty good matchup for this deck. I'll see you guys in the next one. Be right back. Okay, so here we have game 2 of the Team Rocket's Mewtwo video. It's gonna be against Marty's Grimmsnarl, one of the other decks that people are looking forward to in the new set. I start off with a not great hand here. No Proton on the first turn. My supporter is Team Rocket's Archer, I believe. Yeah, it's pretty useless until my opponent takes a prize card. Gonna go for the Ultra Ball here so I can maybe get a setup with a Spidops on the next turn. I decide to Night Stretcher for the grass here to potentially set up on my Mewtwo on the next turn. I do realize I can't power up via Spidops that way, but I think it's probably more important to have the energy in hand. And I get very lucky to draw the Team Rocket's Ariana here. The perfect top deck to set up my board, because then I can attach and then drop to 8 cards. I get a little punished for playing the Night Stretcher because I could have used a Team Rocket's energy and the Spidops charging up to accelerate 1 energy from my discard. So I just don't get the attack here in that case. My opponent has an absolute insane turn 2 with a Red Candy Grimmsnarl EX, which is gonna let it one-shot the Mewtwo with its attack. Oh my god, we have double Red Candy Grimmsnarl here. That's quite a board to be staring at here on turn 2. Not bad, not bad. So Marty's Grimmsnarl attack definitely just one-shot the Mewtwo. So we definitely want to be relying on the Spidops to knock out the Grimmsnarls here. As long as we have a full bench, we can take the one-hit KO. So let's see what I do here. Off this hand, we have 2 Team Rocket's Great Balls to burn. Unfortunately for me, they both hit heads, so I can't bench any of the cards. So I can't play any of the cards because I don't have a bench. I think I'm gonna go Rocket's Radar for Proton to set up my board here, because Ariana is not gonna draw as many cards. Can't burn much from my hand. Team Rocket Energy is not that great on Spidops. It's just another basic energy pretty much. So I will Radar to try to set up my board here. We're a little bit behind on this matchup, but I think it's okay because the Spidops will definitely let us come back into the game, as it is a 1-prizer into Grimmsnarl. Yep, I'm gonna attach a Rocket's Energy here and just do a little bit of damage. Not KO. 4 times 3, 120. Grimmsnarl has whack grass weakness, so it's gonna be 240. So kind of fortunate for me that my opponent doesn't have a Frostlass setup, despite their double Grimmsnarl board. So I can't get Monkey Pinged. Well, actually, I am getting Monkey Pinged because I did attack into them, which was a slight misplay. I think I should only attack when I have a full knockout here, because when they monkey me, they can take a KO on one of the Tarantulas on the board with the Monkey Ping and the Grimmsnarl Ping. So they take a double KO. It's 2-4. I'm hoping to just set up a full board here and maybe take a one-hit KO back. If I develop a full one-prize board here and they whiff their third Grim Snarl, I might have a chance to come back in this game. So despite them having 6 cards, I definitely need to develop my board further to take back-to-back knockouts. So that's what I go for. I go for the Arianas to set up more Pokemon. And then I'm planning on probably playing another Ariana next turn, or Archer. And that's why I discarded the boss there. Or the Giovanni. I just grab a random basic Pokemon that's not a 2-prizer like Mewtwo and bench it in preparation for next turn. Well, the max spell draw is quite good, but I attach a Lucky Helmet to the active. Maybe I can get me better numbers without having to bench more Pokemon. And then I own it here into a pretty good hand. Very playable. They hit me with their second Marty's Grimmsnarl. Again, pretty fortunate that they don't have a Frostlass up to abuse monkey damage. So as long as I take one-hit knockouts here, I should be kind of back into the game. I have 1 prize left, so I'm just gonna bench Mewtwo. Bench everything. Go for the Archer to disrupt them out of their hand, so they don't get another attack. They draw 3, I draw 5. Draw some more cards with the Stadium. Vessel's an amazing draw because I needed the energy attachment to attack this turn. Get 2 from the deck. Me forgetting that I used the Stadium already. Charging up. Attachment. So this deck is like very low maintenance once you get set up. You only need like an attachment per turn, and that's pretty much it. And Team Rocket's area is drawing you 8 cards per turn, which is like pretty great. On their turn, they just Iono, and it looks like they are whiffing the attack. They Iono me into the perfect card to end the game out. Team Rocket's Giovanni, which lets me boss up or gust up their Marty's Grimmsnarl as long as I switch in a Team Rocket's Pokemon. And wow, I take the game after that poor start and insane start from them. So as you can see, this deck does quite well into some of the tier 1 decks in the meta we're going to be playing at NIC. Hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay, and I hope you learned a couple things about Team Rocket's Mewtwo. Thank you. See you for the next video. Bye bye.